This is Motivate, where motivation is key. I am your host, David Bohannan. We're here to talk to you today about why I believe in you and to tell my story. Why I believe in you and to tell my story. So let's go. Good morning. This is Motivate, where motivation is key. I am your host, David Bohannan. And we're here to talk today why I believe in you and to tell my story. When we talk about motivation and growth and energy, those things, I believe your ultimate source comes from God. Part of my story comes from God. But when we talk about why I believe in you, started working many years ago at really 14. And so, I worked jobs there at that time. You could work at the schools and clean up and do those types of things. And as things progressed, ended up working at the community college. It was actually the Colorado Women's College that had become co-ed. Did some work there, dishwasher, the things. And you go, well, what does that have to do with things? Well, my story is one where constantly, like many of you, have overcome and had to overcome many of things. And so as time went on, I got a job, worked for a company called BCE Development. And BCE Development was a company out of Canada. And the thing about BCE Development, it was a great job. I worked various jobs for that company. And about the 5-year mark, BCE Development came to us, maybe 5.5 years, I believe. And they came to us on a Thursday and they said, well, next Tuesday, you don't have jobs. And so that Tuesday came, and sure enough, a new company came in. And they gave us the option to continue to work for them or take a severance package. And at that point, I took a severance package. But then that short notice it was bubbling under the surface, and we kind of knew back then you had owner-operator buildings, and they were starting to contract out. And so they contracted out, they sold out to another company. They came in and brought in contractors, which kind of changed the landscape of how things were going at that particular time. I was utility equipment operator or something. They had some title for me there, and oversaw garages and the maintenance and that kind of thing. And so they came to us at that point and they said, hey, you guys don't have jobs. And this is really a story of perseverance, reinventing yourselves, continuing to move, continuing to be motivated, continuing to push. And so then I go to work for Southland Corporations. And at that point, worked for there about 9 months and had a manager who was still in, but he was blaming it on the employees. And that situation finally came to a head and I left. And so then I go and I spend 16 years career at Taco Bell. And what's the point of all this? Well, the point is, the reason I believe in you is because I have had to continually reinvent myself. I had to continually try new things, test ideals. And so when I think about all that, good morning, Charlie. When I think about all the things that I've gone through, when I think about all the things that I've progressed through down through the years, with the various jobs. And like I said, then I went to work for 7-Eleven, the Southland Corporation, and did all these jobs, worked there for about 9 months, and then ended up having this manager that was stealing and blaming it on me. And at that time, boy, I almost lost my cool with him. And at that time, I had one of my younger brothers that was working for Taco Bell. And so then when my younger brother, Ray, who was working for Taco Bell at the time, said, Dave, come over and try this. You'll work for them. And sure enough, I ended up having a 16-year career with Taco Bell. And as I continued to progress, but the point about this was the perseverance, changing, shifting my life and continuing to move forward. And the reason I believe in you is I believe that same toughness is in you. I believe that same ability to reinvent and move and change as a very people, we have that ability. And so I believe in you. Think about the things that you've overcome. Think about the things that God has taken you through. Think about your endurance. Thinking about all that you've overcome. So many times we are looking for where we're trying to go. We forget all the qualities that we have built going forward and that God has built in us, right? And created in us this stick-to-itiveness, this ability to overcome obstacles, this ability to go through things where it looks like you were down, it looks like you were going to be destroyed, but yet and still, there was this thing that propelled you, and I believe that's God, that propelled you to continue to go. You know what? I'm not going to stop right here. This is not it. It was this driving force to keep going, to keep reinventing yourself. So then I go from there to a job in sales. Great job. Worked for Orc and Vacuums. And it wasn't a door-to-door situation. At that time, we were a specialty product, and they're still not door-to-door, but there's a specialty product, and so people desired that product, and they came to our few stores that we had at that time. And for 6 years, that ran its course. Great situation. And again, I had to pivot and got into the security industry. So again, what does all this mean if you're just joining us, and why I believe in you? I believe in you because of how God has continued to encourage me and how I continue to move forward. And I believe it's no less for you, that you have the ability to continue to go. Does it get dark at times? Yes. Does it get tough at times? Yes. Does it seem like you will not be able to climb that mountain? Yes. But I believe in you. I believe you have the ability to continue to go forward, formulate plans, come up with ideals. I believe in you. I believe in you because when I look back over my life and I look about all the things that I've been through, and I'm not the only one, but think about this. Look at your life and look at all the things that you've been able to go through and come through and overcome and beat odds and not be a statistic. Think about those things. And as you look toward your future and as you look toward the things that you want to accomplish, draw from those things. Draw from your ability to move forward. Draw from your ability to get up one more time. It is said it's not the one that's knocked down, but it's the one that continues to get up. We've all taken hard hits in life. We all have lots going on. We're all facing this current pandemic. But the question today, and why I believe in you, is will you get up again? There's a scripture in the Bible that says, hope against hope. That often rings in my mind and rings in my spirit that no matter what it looks like, hope again. Hope again, believe again, know that you can do it again. I believe in you. I believe in you because when I look back over my life, and after I've lost my mother, and after I lost my grandmother, and after I've lost a sister, and after I lost my father, and after I lost my stepfather, and after I've lost one of my key mentors, my former pastor, God yet propels me forward. God yet encourages me. Sometimes it's crazy, but why are you always so encouraged? Why are you always moving forward? Because quitting is not an option. Giving up is not an option. So I believe in you today. Look over your life. Look at all the things that you were able to go through. Look at all that God has brought you through. And yet realize life has more ahead of you. There is more ahead for you. And so the reason I believe in you so much is I know that there's something inside of you that you can get out of you. I know that there's a plan for you. I know you have a talent. I know you have a gift. I know you have an ability. And with that being said, I believe in you. I believe in you because for some reason I just can't give up. I just can't quit. I just won't throw in the towel, because perseverance is the key. You're one day away from your goals being reality. You're 1 month away from getting that ideal. You're another week away from making that dream a reality. Think about that. Think about that. If they would have given up just one day before they discovered the light bulb, if the Wright brothers would have quit one day before they got that plane to fly a few feet, think about that. Air travel would be completely different today. We would have a different form of light, maybe still be using kerosene lamps if they hadn't persevered one more day. So yes, even though it gets tough, realize, just focus on that next day. If you can't think of the next 5 years, if you can't think of the next 5 minutes, if you can't think of the next 5 months, one day at a time. Get up today and go, hey, it's a new day. And look at it from that way. Sometimes we have so much on us that overwhelms us that it's hard to see beyond where we're at. But if you take it one day at a time, if you look at it one day at a time, I believe you should set goals. I believe in plans. I believe in dreams. But sometimes you're at a thick and you're overwhelmed by all that's going on. Take it one day at a time. And as you're feeling better, set that plan, set that goal, set that dream. But I believe in you today, and believe in yourself. No, look back over, not from a point of pride, but look back over your life and look at it, all you've gone through. Look at all that you've been able to do it. Single parents out there, think about how you've been able to persevere. We're not talking about why you became single or why you ended up raising those kids, but the fact that you did. Think about that perseverance. That alone is enough that you can conquer mountains. Why do I know? At a certain point, I became a single parent of 4. I had a foster son and really 5. I had a niece. I had my 3 daughters, and persevered. We persevered. And the other thing about that is knowing that somewhere there's help. Somewhere there's relief. Somewhere there's a break. And when you get that break, it's to strengthen you and then continue to move forward knowing that you are going to accomplish that. Yes, it's darkest. If you go back and you look at our other videos, there's one of the videos that's entitled Darkest Before the Dawn, which simply means there's going to be some dark days, but a brighter day is coming for you. So I believe in you. I believe that you can accomplish that which you set your mind to. I believe that there are better days for each and every one of us. But the key is believing in yourself. Believe that you're able to do it. Look back and think of one good thing that you've done in life. Celebrate that. There's a period in my time where I was just so driven, I wouldn't sit back and celebrate. Not become prideful, but just say, hey, wow, you accomplished some things. Because I had projects after projects that I was just driven to do. Cleaning up these retail stores, store after store after store after store. But know that there is hope. Know that I believe in you, and know that a brighter day is coming for you as long as you continue to persevere, as long as you continue to hold on to hope, hold on to belief, and know that you can do it. There's no doubt in my mind. You've come so far. You've come through so much. But know the brighter day is coming. Hold on to hope. Hold on to your faith. And know that you are going to make it. You can make it if you try. We believe in you. This is Dave Bohannan, Motivee. God bless. We'll talk to you on the next video.